Hey, my dear Leo, welcome back. If you are new here, I am so glad the stars guided you to this moment. And if you're a loyal subscriber, thank you for being here. Please take a second to hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss your daily cosmic forecast. Now, let's talk about the real sky for you today, May 23rd, 2026. This is a day of beautiful but potentially confusing friction. The moon is making its final degrees in your own sign of Leo at 29 degrees, which means you are waking up with an amplified need to be seen, appreciated, and adored. You want to roar. However, the first major transit of the day is the moon moving into the detail-oriented sign of Virgo. That shift happens early in the morning, and it changes everything. You go from wanting to perform for the crowd to wanting to organize your desk. Additionally, we have a 10 square between Venus in Cancer and Neptune in Aries, which is clouding your emotional vision. You might not be seeing a situation in your personal life clearly today. And finally, the Sun is conjunct Uranus in Gemini, which is a wild card transit that brings sudden impulses and a need for radical freedom. Your energy today is a push and pull between wanting to control the small things and wanting to burn it all down for a fresh start. Stay grounded with me. I will walk you through it. Let's start with your emotional world, because the moon is everything for a Leo. You are ruled by the sun, but the moon rules your daily mood. As we just covered, the morning begins with the moon at 29 degrees Leo. That is a critical degree, known as an anaretic degree. It gives you a feeling of urgency. You might wake up feeling like you need to finish something, say something, or resolve an emotional loop that has been hanging over you for the past month. Honor that feeling. If you need to send a text, send it. If you need to make the phone call, make it, but do it before the moon moves into Virgo. Once the moon shifts into Virgo, which happens in the very early hours depending on your time zone, your focus turns inward. Virgo is the sign of health, routine, and details. Emotionally, you're going to feel the need to clean something. Maybe it is your physical space. Maybe it is your diet. Maybe it is your schedule. You might suddenly realize that you have been overcommitting socially, and today you just want to say no to the party and yes to the laundry. That is not you being antisocial. Leo, that is you being wise. Virgo energy is your reminder that rest is productive. Now, let me warn you about a tricky aspect happening today. Venus in Cancer is squaring Neptune in Aries. Venus is your love planet, and Neptune is the planet of illusion and fog. This square creates a fog in your emotional perception. You might idealize someone who does not deserve it. You might feel an overwhelming sense of compassion for a situation that is actually draining you dry. Be very careful with money and love today. Do not lend money. Do not make a grand romantic gesture based on a feeling alone. Wait 24 hours. That Venus-Neptune square can make you see a savior where there is just a regular, flawed person. It is okay to be compassionate, but do not set yourself on fire to keep someone else warm. Let's talk about the big energy of the day, which is the Sun in Gemini, conjunct Uranus in Gemini. The Sun is your planetary ruler. When your ruler touches Uranus, the planet of sudden change and rebellion, you feel a jolt of electricity in your system. You might feel bored with your routine. You might feel the urge to change your hair, buy a plane ticket, or quit a project that has become stagnant. This is not a bad impulse. Uranus is about liberation, but because this conjunction is happening in the sign of Gemini, which is about information and communication, your impulsive desire will likely involve your words. You might want to blur out a secret. You might want to post something provocative online. You might want to have a conversation that you know will shake the table. My advice to you, Leo, is to pause. Uranus energy is exciting, but it is also erratic. Give yourself 10 minutes before you act. If you still want to do it after 10 minutes, go ahead, but do not press send in the heat of the moment, because Mercury is also in Gemini, right alongside the Sun in Uranus. Your mind is moving very fast. Mercury is also making a sextile to Saturn in Aries. This is a helpful aspect. Saturn in Aries gives you the discipline to act on your brilliant Uranian ideas. You have the ability today to take a crazy thought and actually ground it into a plan. If you've been thinking about starting a side hustle, a podcast, or a writing project, this is the energy to do the research. You are not just dreaming, you are building. Saturn says you have the stamina to make it real. Now, let me look at your physical health and your daily grind. Mars is in Taurus, and today the moon in Virgo forms a beautiful trine to Mars. This is a golden aspect for getting things done. You have physical stamina today. You have patience. You have a steady hand. If you've been putting off a workout, today is the day to do it. If you've been avoiding a deep clean of your apartment, today is the day to do it. This Mars-Moon trine gives you satisfaction from physical labor. You will finish the task, look at the result, and feel genuinely proud. So put on your headphones, turn on a podcast, and just move. Your body will thank you. Finally, let's talk about the deeper transformation. Pluto is retrograde in Aquarius, and it is forming a minor aspect to Venus. This is a day for shadow work. You might find yourself thinking about a past relationship or a past financial mistake. Do not run from that memory. Pluto retrograde wants you to look at the wound so you can finally release the scar tissue. You are not that person anymore. You have grown so much. Let the memory pass through you like a cloud, and then let it go. You do not have to carry it. So to summarize, Leo, your day is a mix of high-voltage Uranian energy and grounded Virgoan routine. You want to break free, but you also need to get your laundry done. You can do both. Do the boring thing first. Get the chores out of the way. Then, allow yourself to be spontaneous. Send the weird text. Change your profile picture. Say yes to the unexpected invitation. Just remember to breathe before you speak. The Venus-Neptune square is real, and it wants you to see people as they are, not as you wish them to be. Protect your heart today by using your eyes, not just your hopes. If you know your rising sign, be sure to check that horoscope as well, because it tells you exactly where these transits are landing in your life. Combining your sun and your rising gives you the full picture. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. Please hit that like button if this resonated with you, and subscribe so we can do this again tomorrow. I am sending you so much clarity and so much peace. Take care of yourself, Leo. Good luck.